Bulletinman joins you on this January 12th, 2012. 16 degrees here in east central Missouri. Cold, snowing outside. Bulletinman is taking the day off. I got to thank the fine folks over at Washington County Recycling for sponsoring this Bulletinman video broadcast. You got scrap, you need to turn it into cash. If you got to crush everything metal you got, load it on the truck. Head to Highway 47 and E and go see Shelly over at Washington County Recycling, or go see her sister Stephanie up at the Fenton Auto Salvage if you got to keep your car going with the used auto parts. Of course, I was in the used auto parts business, or my family was, Twin City Auto Salvage, for some 60 years until the bankers stole that. And I also want to remind you that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. And it is now time to end the Fed. And I wanted to show you that if you Google Fiat Empire, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you draw near to God, He will draw nigh to you. We meet every Sunday at the Praise Fellowship Uncompromised Word Church. It's 1200 North 5th Street in DeSoto, Missouri, 2 p.m. And I got to thank my buddy over Robert at General Signs and Graphics for taking care of the Bulletinman as well. Robert's a fine young man and trying to make a living doing signs and graphics in DeSoto. So you need to go down and check out Robert and General Signs and Graphics for all your sign and graphic needs. Now I'm going to get graphic with you on this video. We're at war, folks. Been at war for a long time. But the war is coming home to Bulletinman. Who are we at war with? We're not at war with our constitutional government. We're at war with those who would oppose the Constitution. And on the front of my website, which is bulletinman.com or kjeff.com, I have what they call in the top header, who we're at war with. We're at war with those who would work evil against us. We're at war with those who have sworn an oath to protect and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and fail to honor that oath. That would be judges, lawyers, law enforcement apparatus, those in uniform. Okay? You all take an oath to uphold the Constitution. We're at war with those who have infiltrated our government and our society with communist ideas and are totally exposed to the liberties espoused within the Constitution. We're at war with those who openly defy property rights of American citizens and are pushed for wealth redistribution. Agenda 21. Google that. And the National Defense Authorization Act, which was signed into law on New Year's Eve from our illegal and unconstitutional president, Obama. We are at war with those who enforce laws where there is no injured or damaged party and are made criminal for no other reason because the government said so. Unless you can actually cause provable personal injury, loss, or harm, unless you can actually prove personal injury, loss, or harm, provable personal injury, loss, or harm. Of course, I just said prove, so you get the gist of it. And those who would deny justice to the American people to fulfill their personal agendas, and with anyone enforcing any unconstitutional law, and with those who use their positions of immunity to deny the rights of others, and with any judiciary that would deny the Constitution within its walls. I was in Hillsborough yesterday. Front door of the courthouse. It says your bags are open to search. There are liable research. Quit. You work for the government. Get out while the getting's good. I know you're not going to have a job, but join the rest of us. They say the unemployment rate is 10%. Well, you know what? I'm here to tell you it's a lot more than 10%. Businesses are closing left and right. And how I make a living is by trying to promote small businesses through my little publication, The Bulletin. And they're few and far between now. They're closing up. If you work for the law enforcement apparatus, if you work for the police, you work at the courthouse, if you do what I just mentioned, if you take away people's liberties, rights, property, if you work for communist organizations, if you work for the school district who are espousing these ideas, you need to quit. Why? Well, in December, 3 million guns were sold here in America. We are the most heavily armed populace in the nation. And if only 1/10 of 1% of the American people stand up, you guys are in a bunch of trouble. I love you. Get saved, get filled with the Holy Ghost, and you'll see where I'm coming from. If you're not saved, if you're not filled with the Holy Ghost, you'll think I'm crazy. You'll think I'm speaking a totally different language. But if you know the Lord, you'll know where I'm coming from. The only point and purpose of our government is to protect and maintain our God-given individual rights. When it fails to do so, it's failed its chief design and needs to be replaced. Now let me scroll down on the website here. You're going to excuse the Bulletin Man's downstairs computer. It's very slow. The bunker computer is just not what it should be. But it's still alive, and I'm still able to bring you the bulletin, courtesy of this. Oh, let's see where I'm going to write, where I'm at here. Oh, bear with me. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It's coming. My goodness gracious. Okay. Now, it's the time to take our government back. Article 1 of the Missouri Constitution, Section 1 says that all political power is vested and derived from the people, that all government of the right originates from the people, is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. Section 2, that all constitutional government is intended to promote the general welfare of the people, that all persons have a natural right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and the enjoyment of gains of their industry, that all persons are created equal and are entitled to equal rights and opportunity under the law, that to give security to these things is the principal office of government, and when the government does not confer this security, it has failed its chief design. Section 3, that the people of the state have the inherent, sole, and exclusive right to regulate the internal government and the police thereof, and to alter and abolish their constitution and form a government whenever they may deem it necessary to their safety and happiness, provided such change be not repugnant to the Constitution of the United States. We have every right to alter and abolish the current government that we have. The current government we have is a criminal syndicate. And if you work for that government, you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. So, fair warning, Bulletin Man loves you, but they cannot do what they're doing without you. So, you need to consider another line of work. You know, and the thing about it is that most people who work at the courthouse, I know you're just trying to make a living like the rest of us. You know, they don't pay you anything, considering the amount of money and the graft and corruption that the lawyers and judges are just raping the American people with. But you're on the front line of this battle. When people lose it all, that is when they lose it. And people are beginning to lose it all through unjust laws. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people has become government of the corporations, by the corporations, and for the corporations. And the biggest corporation we have is the state of Missouri, all capitalized, and the United States of America, all capitalized. Those are the two biggest corporations. They are de facto governments, they're not legitimate governments, and they need to be overthrown. They need to be replaced with legitimate, de jure, constitutional government. So on this cold, snowy Thursday in East Central Missouri, the Bulletin Man loves you. Get saved. You know what? Jesus is soon to come. Decline is right on time. We're right at the edge of that. But I don't think we can wait any longer. I think we really need to make a move here. And the beginning of that move is by getting the people who work for this illegitimate government to just simply walk away while they still can. God will provide for you. God will take care of you. He's taken care of me over all these years, but now is the time to make a move. Alright, well, I've rambled on long enough. We're right at 10 minutes. I love you. And as always, I ask you to tell a friend about me. I'm the one and only Bulletin Man. We'll see you very soon. Look for the new bulletin. It'll be on the streets here by the end of the month. And also got to thank the folks over at Marty's Bistro, 2 at Cedar Hill and Highway BB and Highway 30 in Cedar Hill. You need some good food at an affordable price. Tonight's Thursday. It's chicken night. You get a half of fried chicken over at Marty's Bistro for $4.99. Go over and see Marty's Bistro 2 if you're in the Cedar Hill area, Highway BB and Highway 30. We'll talk to you very soon. God bless you. And as always, I ask you to tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man. I think I told you that already. But please share this video with other people. But my main thrust of this Bulletin Man video broadcast on this cold, snowy Thursday was to tell my friends at the courthouse to find other employment before the people come get you. I love you.